The way we communicate with the world is changing rapidly, from newspapers to the immediacy of the internet, from secular media to church media, from local to international news. Communication is a vital tool that's used to share news and information. The Communications Unit serves the Uniting Church by helping it proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ through public and internal communication.
The Communications Unit of the Uniting Church seeks to help the wider church proclaim the gospel in all that it does. We do this whether we're communicating internally to ourselves and across congregations and presbyteries, or to the secular world through the public media. Whatever method we use, we try to let the world know that we have something to say which is good and positive and whole and reflects the values of Jesus Christ. The Communications Unit's work areas cover media liaison, online communications, cross-site, which requires journalists and an editor, plus a business manager. We do this in order to show something of the breadth and depth and diversity of the Uniting Church. We want to show a church that is a 21st century Australian church, a church that is deeply spiritual, a church that believes in compassion for all, a church that is committed to justice and fairness to all.
Crosslight is a monthly tabloid newspaper for people who have a connection with the Uniting Church. It's distributed for free to congregations and agencies across Victoria and Tasmania, and is also offered on a subscription basis. The paper is produced at the VicTas Synod office in Melbourne and is written for and about the whole community of the Uniting Church. Alongside stories about official church policy, Crosslight also features stories about local congregations and people, opinions and reviews on popular culture, and comments and letters that reflect the depth and the diversity of the church. It also publishes national and international stories that explore the connection of faith with culture, politics and community. The Media Liaison Officer works with various media organisations and the Synod to present the gospel as lived by the Uniting Church to audiences both domestically and internationally. This includes ensuring the Uniting Church is heard on various issues in the media, from comments on social and political issues to providing official statements from the moderator or the General Secretary. This role is especially vital with regards to being able to provide immediate responses to major incidents like the Kerrang train crash in northern Victoria, the Beaconsfield mine disaster, and internal church debates. The Media Liaison Officer is responsible for disseminating press releases to both secular and Christian media and monitoring the media for mentions and stories of and relevant to the Uniting Church. This includes identifying reputational risks to the Uniting Church and advising relevant staff accordingly. Online communications provide easy access and immediate broadcast of information. Between emails, websites, blogs, podcasts and videos, the Communications Unit is adopting more forms of online communication as another way to provide information to the Synod and external audiences. The Church's main online presence is victas.uca.org.au. It's the website of the Synod of Victoria and Tasmania and serves as a hub of information about the Synod. Here you can find information about the Uniting Church, its history, ethos, departments and staff, as well as functions like Find a Church. The front page is updated daily with local and worldwide news stories, important announcements, as well as upcoming events. It's also a gateway to other Uniting Church websites, including Synod departments like Accounting Services, Justice and International Mission, and the Mission Participation Resource Unit. The use of blogs, short for weblogs, are an integral part of the Synod's commitment to adopting new media as a way of communicating. Blogs are websites in which readers engage with the authors and publish comments in response. Trapeza, which is Greek for table, is a website encouraging discussions, reflections, and interaction of life, spirituality, and theology. Contributors offer articles featuring a variety of opinions from within the Uniting Church and act as conversation starters for further discussion. A recent initiative of the Communications Unit is Crosslight Online. It features a selection of the major stories from each edition of the newspaper, as well as some news stories and photos. The Media Room blog is used as a central point for media organisations to access Uniting Church press releases, speeches and transcripts. All of the blogs, plus many more from across other Synod departments, are all linked to a hub, Blog Street, which is located on victas.uca.org.au. UC Information is a monthly newsletter sent to all ministers and church secretaries across the Victas Synod. It contains news about the life of the Uniting Church, information from the Synod office that may be useful for congregations, and publicises events, special services and educational opportunities. UC Information is published in the middle of the month and posted with a pastoral letter from the General Secretary. Visual Identity Guidelines, or livery, have been created and are now used in all communications documents produced by the Victas Synod. These include brochures, postcards, posters and newsletters. The livery guidelines are also used for Synod stationery, such as letterheads and business cards. Congregations and agencies of the Uniting Church are encouraged to use the livery guidelines in the design of their own stationery and correspondence. The livery guidelines are used to not only ensure the Uniting Church logo is presented appropriately, but to also help create a professional and consistent public expression of our Uniting Church brand. The livery guidelines can be downloaded from the Victas website, where you can also order livery-compliant stationery for your congregation. The Communications Unit is a service for the whole of the Uniting Church Synod of Victoria and Tasmania. If there is any way in which we can assist you or provide more information about any of the services that we offer, please contact the office.